Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's video is going to be all on the new Sugarpill and Little Twin Stars collab. This is a brand new makeup palette that has just come out. It is limited edition and it is what I created my makeup look with today. I only got the palette. I didn't pick up the lipsticks or the makeup bag, sadly, but I really wanted to try out this product. So if you would like to see my first impressions and a little mini tutorial on what I cook up with the palette, then please keep on watching. So I will leave timestamps down in the info box as well as all of the other makeup that I am wearing. So this is a limited edition palette from Sugarpill Cosmetics. Sugarpill are cruelty-free and they do a lot of vegan products as well. This palette is 100% cruelty-free and vegan. It doesn't come in a unit carton, but it does have this little sleeve on the back where it gives you information about the shadows, what types of shadows there are, and an adorable little image of the little twin stars themselves. So it says on the back here that it is cruelty-free and vegan. It says that there are 3 different types of shadows. There are frosts, foiled, and matte. So the packaging just slips off just like this. So you can save this information if you want it, but it is cute without it. You don't have to keep it around if you don't want to. I'm definitely a fan of the fact that you got a nice mirror in here. That's always one of my biggest complaints. The colors are absolutely stunning. There are a lot of pastels in here and only one matte eyeshadow, which is Star Ribbon up at the top. I'm such a huge fan of the formulation of Sugarpill shadows. I'm the biggest fan of the matte shadows for sure, just because I have the most of them and I have my Sugarpill Artist palette, but I can also recognize that their metallics and their frosts are stunning, and I definitely had fun playing with them today. I thought this was a really good deal. I think it's like the best deal if you're getting all of the products, so you're getting the palette and the liquid lipsticks. But the liquid lipsticks are the colors of both of the twins' hair, so the turquoise and the pink. Those 2 colors aren't things that I really can see myself utilizing as much, so that's why I just stuck to the palette, but that is obviously your choice to make. I don't actually know what the palette itself retails for on its own, so I'm just going to leave the price right here so you guys can be aware of that. And now I'm just gonna hop in right to the swatches. Alright, now that the swatches are done, I'm going to show you how I got this makeup right here, so just keep on watching. I'm going to play around with this palette and do a proper first impressions, so let me pull you guys in so you can see me do my eye makeup. So there's only one matte shade in the palette, and I'm just going to be using the palette today. Obviously, like, this kind of color layout is really pretty, but it's more of a fun palette to have, not necessarily going to be your everyday palette, which I think is totally fine. It's just something to keep in mind. There's only one matte eyeshadow, and it is a bright teal, so you know, keep in mind if you're traveling with it, you might want to take another palette, just a bunch of neutrals to pair with it. So a lot of these shadows are pastels and metallics and things that like to grip to a nice base. You can use a shadow primer. I'm just going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Creme, and this is in the color L1. And I'm going to pop a little bit of this onto each lid and buff it out. And this concealer is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and the thing about that I like is that it's kind of like that pale white base. So if you have a concealer that's a little too light for you, or that you use to mix, or if you have the Kat Von D Whiteout Lock-It Concealer Creme, that's a great purpose for it, to blank out the lid like that. So now I'm going to be taking a flat shader brush and picking up a bit of the color Cloud Maker, which is super, super soft. And I'm just going to push this onto the outer half of the eyelid. And this is a super beautiful frosty color. I'm not worrying about fallout right now because I can always go back and clean up. These are really soft metallic shadows, like right off the bat. Cloud Maker is super, super soft and buttery, but I'm not using it wet just because I don't know that I want it to be like a foiled metallic yet. And with a fluffy, clean blending brush, I'm just going to buff at those edges. So because there's only one matte in the palette, I'm not really like too focused on doing like a super matte crease color like I normally do. I'm just kind of playing around today. With a squared off Morphe brush, I'm just going to pick up that matte shade, that matte turquoise Star Ribbon, and I'm going to start to push that into the outer corner and kind of wing out a shadow shape. And this is like a really buttery, beautiful pigmented matte color, but you'll notice that it is applying a lot more pigmented just because of the base that we applied. So I'm kind of just creating a winged out shadow shape. And the squared off brush is really helpful in stamping the product in and helping me create that shape. Quite a bit of fallout, kick up, whatever term you want to use with this shadow, but it's so pigmented and buttery. I think I'm just gonna take Star Ribbon right around the perimeter of the eye and create like an interesting shadow shape. Just kind of rounded and then winged. Sugarpill is known for having really beautiful, bright, buttery eyeshadows, and this is not disappointing whatsoever. And I loved seeing a bunch of people swatch Star Ribbon next to, I believe, Mochi and Kimchi. Both are permanent Sugarpill eyeshadow shades, and neither one looks anything like Star Ribbon, so that's so cool. And I really love that so much thought goes into it. So now on that same blending brush that we buffed out Cloud Maker with, I'm going to pick up a teeny bit of Star Ribbon on that brush and just kind of softly blend the inner part of the crease, like up to the brow a little bit. And I don't really know how wearable this look will be. I mean, I will wear something like this to the grocery store. I'm not really too sensitive about stuff like that, but this might not be your everyday eyeshadow look. I think that this is a really gorgeous palette though, already, for someone who likes playing with color. So I'm gonna go back into Star Ribbon and basically just re-intensify and stamp more of the product that I just blended away. Just kind of wanna layer that up in the inner and outer corner. On the inner part of the lid that we haven't filled in yet, I'm going to pick up some of the color Sky Candy, which is this really gorgeous, bright, bubblegummy pink. And I'm gonna press this, just meeting up to the edge of Star Ribbon. On the other side of that Sigma brush, I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of Cloud Maker and go over that line and basically flip back and forth. That's why it's nice to use a brush like this, because you can pick up two different colors and sort of blend at a line. I think I want to put the whole palette on my eyes, and that's not because I'm like trying to challenge myself. I just really want to see how all of these shadows perform, and I'm not afraid of looking a little crazy. Okay, so now I want to work on the inner corner, and I'm going to pick up the color Dream Dust, which is this beautiful champagne shade. I really am sad as I put this on that I already did my highlighter today. Don't get me wrong, I love the glow I have, but I think this would be beautiful as a face highlighter. And I'm pretty sure that I saw a picture of Amy, the owner of Sugarpill, also known as Shrinkle, on Instagram. I believe that she used Sky Candy and Dream Dust like on her face as blush and highlighter, and it looked like really gorgeous. So you know what, why not? I'm just gonna put a little bit of Dream Dust down the bridge of my nose. And now my nose is saying hey to all of you because it has like this stunning highlight. I'm already really into this makeup look, and this is nothing like I normally wear. So under the eye, I'm gonna take a little bit of Twinkle Twinkle on an angled brush and just pop this on the lower inner corner. This is already such a look. I don't care if I'm using all of the shadows in the palette. And now with another little angled brush, I'm going to pick up the last color in the palette that I haven't used yet, which is called Wish. And I'm running that in the last place that we have room for eyeshadow, under the outer corner of my lower lash line, dragging it in to meet up with Twinkle Twinkle. I think this is the only shade in the palette that I'm not like being wowed by right now, and I think that might be because you should use it wet. I'm still really into it. It adds like a really cool, kind of picks up some of that pink. Now that I've put literally every shadow in this palette on my eyeballs, I'm just going to do a quick winged liner, and I'm going to use my Kat Von D tattoo liner Old Faithful and draw a little wing. I just want to accentuate the shape that I created with star ribbon. I like the way that that looks. It kind of just like grounds the look a little bit. Okay, so now that I've applied my eyeliner, I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of my lashes. So mascara, and I'm using the Rouge and Rogue eyelashes in the pair Miss Fury, and I will be right back. All right, so here is the finished look. I just threw on off camera while I was doing my lashes the Lovecraft lipstick from Kat Von D Beauty. This is the new reformulated Studded Kiss Cream lipstick in Lovecraft. That was a mouthful. Yeah, so this is the finished look. This is what I created with the Sugarpill and Little Twin Stars collab. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, please and thank you. And leave me a comment down below letting me know whether you would try this palette out or if you got your hands on it. And I will speak to you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day.